Whoops. Sorry guys. I hit go live and then like 3 minutes, or when I had like 3 minutes left, one of the dogs ran in and had to go out. So sorry. No one else is awake yet, so I couldn't ask Jana to do it. My bad. And then I got up here and the music was like blaring loud, so sorry about that. Haven't been able to watch in a month. Does MMO still live? What's up, Shablo? No. I took a vacation. I went to Wyoming to see my family for a little over a week, and during that time I just kept thinking about how like over my head I'd been with Swords and Magic, and how it's kind of just turned into like almost like a live service game because I have to keep updating it. I mean, it's an early access, so I just need to finish it, right? That's what I'm working on. But I started thinking about how that felt and like how I felt like, God, sorry, I just ran up the stairs. I'm old and out of shape. But I just started thinking about how that felt like it was just kind of like suffocating almost. Like I just can't do anything else until it's finished. And then I realized, like, why would I make an MMO if I don't like that? You know, like an MMO is going to be the exact same thing, but worse, right? Because I'll be stuck with an MMO like that I have to finish then. So I don't know. I just I told the guys that I think we should throw in the towel, and I think I pissed them all off because yeah, they weren't very happy with me. So I feel kind of bad. I mean, I told them like we didn't have any contracts or anything, so they're welcome to just take the work they did and like keep going with it. I even told them they can have the art that I made because I didn't make much, but yeah, Moz isn't talking to me now, so maybe understandable. I don't know. I was pretty casual about it. Like I was kind of open to a discussion about it. I was just letting people know that I wasn't 100% sure if I wanted to be on board anymore, but yeah, I don't know. I do feel bad. I still would like to work on an MMO. I just don't like the idea of having to continually update it every single like few months for the rest of my life. And the second you stop updating an MMO, it dies, right? Like no one's going to keep paying a subscription fee for a game that they've done everything in. And with an indie MMO, like that's going to happen sooner than later. So I don't know. And then when the subscription fee dies, or subscriptions die, then how are you supposed to keep it up? You know, keep the servers on. So eventually it shuts down and then no one can play it. So it's kind of like, it's one of those things where like you build this huge thing, you spend like 10 years building it or whatever and launching it. And then if at any point it goes haywire, goes something wrong, or something goes wrong, you know, then the whole thing just shuts down. And it's like, at least with Swords and Magic, even if like I don't finish it, even if I like just decided, okay, whatever, this is good enough, it's 1.0, and we launch it, it'll still be up there, even if people stop paying for it. 10 years from now, someone can show up and be like, what's this game? This is cool, and play it, right? But not with an MMO. Like once it's dead, it's dead. Like the servers are down, no one can play it anymore. So I don't know. The more I was thinking about it over my break, I just started thinking like, I don't know if this is what I want to do. Like, I don't know. It was a good idea at the time, but I kind of rushed into it too fast, I think. I was gonna ask if Miles was heartbroken. I think he is, and I feel really bad. I mean, he's really upset with me. He blocked me on Discord. Like didn't even like respond or anything, just blocked me on Discord. So I can't even like talk to him about it. So I don't know. I do feel bad. I think I sort of, the way I treated it was a little bit like, maybe, I don't know how to express it. I didn't treat their, I don't know how to say it. I don't know. I was a little dismissive of like the amount of work they put in and like how they felt about it. And instead of like as a team and talking about it and deciding what to do and coming up with a plan, I was just like, hey guys, let's not work on this anymore. And I just threw it in like it was like nothing, you know? So I don't know. I guess I understand them being upset. I did talk to Golfer about it though, and he's, I think, less upset. He didn't block me anyway, and we did have a discussion about it. But anyway, today we're going to do some points of interest in the plains and some points of interest in the desert, and I want to get the trail finished up to downstream. And then we have one more biome to go. I put the snake in last night. Let's look at it. We have a snake now. Let's just put his idle state in because it looks cool in idle. He's going to be scaled up about 1.6 or so, 1.7. So he'll look like that. Little snack. I realized after I finished him that I should have put a tongue on him. So I might, maybe once the blueprint's set up for him, I might sneak in and put a little no collision static mesh and attach it to his mouth and just have it like wavy or something. I don't know. I'm tempted to do that just because like he needs a tongue. But I think from the distance, people are going to see him. I don't think they'll even notice if he has a tongue or not. But it might just help sell the snake look. I also finished the buffalo, but it still needs to be rigged or weighted. We're going to, oh, it's called a bison. I keep calling it a buffalo. I grew up calling them buffalo. I was Googling yesterday why or what the difference between a buffalo and a bison was. And these are 100% without a doubt, these are actually bison, not buffaloes. Buffaloes are like water buffaloes. So anyway, but the bison and the snake are done. So I knocked those out yesterday. This guy just needs to be rigged. This guy is already rigged and animated. He's good to go. We used an animation pack for him. MMOs fall out of fashion super fast if you stop modernizing it. Gotta remake that new player experience every 2 years. Then of course, every about 5 years, you gotta overhaul the visuals. Yeah. Well, because we were going with like more of a nostalgia thing, I don't think the visuals are gonna be a problem. But I already know what would have happened because this is what happened in Swords of Magic. This is what happens in like every game I've worked on. The first like year or so, the visuals are what I want them to be. And then like I get more efficient with like the art style and like it kind of just like evolves slowly. And then pretty soon like the newer content doesn't look the same as the older content. And so you end up like, and same with World of Warcraft, right? Like World of Warcraft has this exact problem. Sorry, my camera is zooming in a little bit. Where like the newer content obviously looks way better than the older content. So, yeah. Has to do its best for us at the end of the day. Yeah, I agree. I don't think I'm in the headspace to like be diving into a new game like that anyway, honestly. I don't know what I'm doing after this. Once this contract job is done, I'm going to start working on Swords and Magic again for a little bit. But I have an update planned for hopefully next month. I think it's next month. I don't remember. Jan and I set the whole thing up. Oh, Soupy, thanks so much for the sub. I don't know why I'm not getting notifications. I just happen to see it pop up. Alerts is not muted or anything, but you know what? I did see yesterday when I was messing with, not that, the audio stuff. That's not it either. Some settings here. Yeah, where was this actually? My alerts channel is set to minus 4.3 decibels, which might actually be fine, but I'm not sure. Also, does my voice seem like it's in sync with the audio today? Because someone mentioned yesterday it wasn't, so I turned it up by, it's like it has a whole second delay now. My audio does. So it should be in sync with the video now. So my alerts are at 60% of the volume. Sync working well, I think. Okay, cool. I don't know. I don't know why this isn't playing my alerts anymore. I don't know. It seems like every single time I open OBS, like something is different or wrong or broken and it wasn't last time. It's fine. Whatever. Anyway, but yeah, I'm gonna wrap this up. We're gonna get an update out next month for Swords of Magic, and then I don't really know what I'm working on after that. I think maybe we might knock out Seeking Adventure. I'm also tempted to play with modding in Hytale because it's a brand new game, just launched. It's honestly very good so far. I'm very impressed with it, and I'm having a lot of fun with it. I've already probably put in like 15 hours. And I just got access to, I don't know if you guys remember Magrion, but Magrion's friend, Galvy, I believe is his name, his screen name anyway. He has a server for Hytale he just started up, and I think they just started playing on it, so I might start playing on there and start fresh again, which, I mean, yes, it's 15 hours of work I will just kind of throw away, but I don't mind It'd be more fun to play with friends. Gianna and I tried playing last night, and she got really sick. Like within like 15 minutes, she was like, "I can't play this anymore." So unfortunately, I don't think the game's in the cards for her. She did just buy it, so there's that. But yeah, I think we're gonna try again. She's gonna try to play like windowed, so like this, because I think that will help her. But we'll see what happens. Anyway, but yeah, I don't really have a ton of plans for what I'm doing next. I would like to try modding for that. I think that'd be fun. At least making some models for it, maybe. Could be cool. But yeah. Anyway, let's do some POVs today. Or POIs, points of interest. Let's just start with some like simple stuff. We're gonna just do like a broken down wagon. I don't think I'm going to do anything this close to the beginning because there's just not really a challenge here. So maybe we'll put something like down here. So if you go this route, there's a possibility for something here. Let's just put a wagon in. So in case you don't have a wagon for some reason at this point, you might get lucky and run into these guys and you can just steal theirs. Every time I do that. Good enough. And then we'll put some NPCs in here, which I think we have an NPC that can talk now, right? NPC general goods, maybe not. We don't have an NPC that just talks, so I guess we'll just put a skeletal mesh in for now. Let's do. Then we'll give her a specific animation. Actually, we'll just give the animation blueprint's fine. I know what it's called. There it is. No, I don't think that's it. That looks like, yeah, that's for the default one. Oh, AVP player. There it is. Okay, and then we'll drop the male clothed character in as well. Maybe they'll just be standing here talking to you. And then let's just throw there's a reason they stopped, but I don't know what it is yet. Let's just throw a barrel in. I swear to God, I have deleted these barrels like 15 times. I do not know why they're not being deleted. And then we'll just throw we're going to paint some grass out. Let's do a crate too. They could have a campfire going on maybe. We're going to paint out the grass. And let's do a little campfire. What do we call it? Fire pit. I don't know what we call the fire pit. And we'll put a little log like they're sitting around. Okay, and now we'll just put in some. Can you say which game this is? Yeah, this is it's called Trail and Error. I think the Steam page might be live now. I'm not positive. It's a multiplayer friend slop game that kind of mixes Oregon Trail with Are We There Yet? So you're a pioneer moving across the trail or moving across the plains to heading to presumably Oregon, but we're not going to say Oregon, I guess, due to copyright concerns. I don't think that you can copyright a destination in a video game, but Orca was concerned about it, so better be safe than sorry, I guess. But yeah, it's basically just a little friend slop game. You do have to survive. It's a survival game too, so you spend your money in the beginning on like resources, and then load them into your wagon, and then you drive across the trail. You can only carry 2 things on your person. There's no inventory, so the wagon's really useful to carry a bunch of things, which is why you'd want a wagon. Also, it's a lot faster than running and walking. But yeah, and the point of the game is like difficult trail, like terrain to like drive across. Like it's challenging to drive across certain areas without flipping your wagon and stuff like that. So that's mostly the fun of it, I think. I think the survival aspects are going to be fun, and playing with friends is going to be fun. But I think the majority of the fun is just like, yeah. Hey, what's up, golfer? Talking about Hightail? Yes, I am talking about Hightail. Oh, I don't think you're subscribed, so you're probably seeing an ad right now. Let me know if you guys are seeing an ad. There's an ad break going on. If not, I will talk more about Hightail. Let's call this, how about let's call this like riding out the storm. Or waiting out the storm. Maybe they've stopped because they don't want to deal with the storm. Okay, and then let's do a quick paint. We didn't fully set up that POI yet, but honestly, I'm tempted to build into the POI like a button that just like grabs all the items around it, like all the actors around it, and just like sets it up, and then I could just put like a sphere or like like a sphere collision around it, so I know like, okay, everything in here is going to end up in the POI, and the majority of things in there is going to be fine. I'll just like ignore foliage actors and landscape, and that would save me time from having to like select everything and put it in there. But how long are you working the contract for? There's no time limit. It's just when I get the list of stuff done. We're almost done. I was supposed to do environment art, and the last minute we decided to pivot to doing level design instead of environment art because this pack has 100 times what I could have built in the same amount of time, and it was just a lot. It was a much better use of time and money if we just bought the pack. So we bought the pack, and instead of doing the art for it, Worka was going to do all the environment art or the level design, and now I'm doing it instead. So that's pretty much what it's left on my list. I have to finish up. I think I need to do a bear, actually. I was thinking about this yesterday. I think I forgot about the bear, but I think we might have changed our mind on the bear, or it might end up in the mountains. I don't know yet. But I had to rig the bison still. Got the snake in. I think there might be 1 or 2 more animals. There might be like little things like rabbits and stuff like that, probably for hunting. I don't know if Orca still wants them or not, but they're on the list, so I'll probably do them. And then I need to make an NPC variation of the character still, female and male. And then I think we need to do like a Native American version of the characters. And I think that might be it for characters. We'll see for NPCs and stuff. And I think I'm done once I've finished level design. I think that's all I have left. So that's like, I can probably finish all that this weekend. It'll probably bleed a little bit into next week, and I'm hoping not, because I'd like to start on Swords of Magic or something else next week, and wrap this up. But we'll see what happens. So it's X content for Y money. Yes, exactly. Which I like better, honestly, because it means that I can work as fast as I want without feeling like guilty or whatever. But it also means that if I take too long, I'm not getting paid. I'm not milking it, right? I think that works best. So, okay, we're gonna go to the paint layer here. We're gonna paint on some dirt. Hey, golfer, are you still here? We'll talk about the Hightail stuff if you want. Are you guys playing Hightail? You're here. Okay, cool. There was an ad and I was talking about it, and then I realized you probably couldn't see, or you couldn't hear me through the ad, so I just stopped. And I guess I'm glad I did, because I think that was the case. So yeah, I just started playing. I started playing like 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning the day it came out, which is like an hour after it came out. So I've been playing since launch. Actually, Hytale got canceled. Yeah, so the CEO of, I think he's the CEO of Hypixel, the original like creator of Hytale that sold it to Riot Games, ended up buying it back and then launched it. Subbed so I don't have to deal with it. Thank you. I didn't see the sub. Oh, I guess it just came through. Or it didn't show up, or you already were subbed and I missed it. I don't know. I didn't get a notification for it, but thank you if you did just sub. Appreciate it. Anyway, yeah, so they bought Hytale back, and they like Riot took it and like redid everything, I guess, and I think that they just kind of brought the game back to where it was, or like kept the game in the state it was when they sold it to Hytale, because I don't think they got all of the, or to Riot, I mean, sorry. I don't think they got all the changes from Riot. Like, I think everything that Riot didn't come with the contract. They basically just bought the rights back and the original like IP, or like bought the IP back and then the original game format they already had. So yeah, so they basically just bought the rights back and then took everything they had already had before they sold it to Riot, polished it up over the last like month or so, and then launched it in early access. And it's honestly insane how much work they already had done on the game, because it's, I don't know, for like a vanilla launch, this has so much content and it already feels so polished and smooth. I've only seen like a handful of bugs and they're so minor that like, it's like, who cares? Like a lot of them are like weird UI glitches where it's just like the UI doesn't update or something like that, like simple stuff. And then I found one, I was way deep underground and I was like, well, great, now I have to get all the way back to the surface. This is going to be fun. And I started like mining, or I started like climbing back up to the surface, and I glitched into the wall, and then suddenly I like shot to the surface, like all the way up to the surface. And I was like, that was the most convenient bug I've ever seen in a video game. I'm not even gonna complain about that bug. Hasn't happened to me since. It happened one time in about 15 hours of play. So like, I don't think it's that big of a deal, but I think I needed to do something else before I can do this. Yep. The static meshes have to be set to movable before I can attach them, which sucks, but it is what it is. Anyway, the game's really good. It's honestly like really solid. It's very fun. It's a really, really good base for them to update and put more work into. Oh. I missed one. The problem with it is because it's such a good base, there's so much stuff already. I'm like, what the heck would you even add to this with a mod? But I really like the art style a lot, and I want to like play with Blockbench and how they build the art. I think it'll be fun. So I'm tempted to like do that next, is like kind of maybe like learn Blockbench on stream and maybe play with some mod ideas. I really don't even know what I would do for mods yet. I don't know. I have a friend who was a contractor hired by Riot to work on it. Oh, really? Interesting. Polished up in a month. Hot. That is that even possible? I mean, I don't know. It's crazy. Honestly, like, it's well worth $20 right now. I honestly think the base game is well worth $20. Like I said, I've already got 15 plus hours in it. I've only seen, I did venture into like the northern section of the map. So it's procedurally generated map, but they do have like, the biomes are like set like this, the deserts in the south, the snow areas in the north. I have no idea what's on east and west. I haven't checked those areas yet. But I know there's like 4 zones, and I wasn't following like the development well close enough to know which zones you're supposed to do in what order. I'm just kind of like going with what feels right. And I thought I wanted to just find a desert. I knew I wanted to find a desert because there's like tool tips on items with like hints on them, like the now I forgot the name of the resources. The green metal that you can find is thorium, I think it is. There's like a tool tip on it that talks about like the desert and like them the people in the desert being like protect forward or something. So I was like, okay, so I know there's more of this in the desert. Sure enough, there is. But yeah, so I tried to find a desert and I just headed north thinking that might be the fastest way to find a desert because it looked like it might be on my map. Not the case. North is definitely winter. South is definitely like, or not winter, cold, and the south is definitely hot. So yeah, so I found that out. But anyway, I've only explored like the southern biome. Like I probably explored like 20% of it, maybe if that. And there's still like lots more content there, and there's tons of like points of interest. They're like the prefabs, like temples and like dungeons, stuff like that. They're really good. They're honestly like way better than anything I've seen in Minecraft. Like, and I've played some pretty heavy modded Minecraft games, and I would say they're like pre-built, like vanilla prefabs are if as good, if not way better than most modded Minecraft stuff. I don't know, it's really good. So just vanilla itself, there's enough content to like be well worth the $20 right now, and I have a feeling the price is going to go up. I spent $35 on the supporter pack, and I'm not upset at all. So yeah, and I do think, like, I don't think Minecraft is going anywhere, and I think if they would have launched this in the state it's in now back before Riot acquired it, I think that they would have been a huge contender for Minecraft, because by now they would have already had hundreds and hundreds of mods, and I think it would have really blown up. Like, I think we might have been seeing like a huge, like, yeah, like there's a huge possibility that like Minecraft wouldn't have survived. Maybe not. Okay, it would have survived for sure. But I'm just saying, like, I think they would have had a really good chance of like stealing a lot of players away from Minecraft at the time. I think it's been too long now. I think Minecraft has a foothold that is not going to go anywhere now. I think they waited too long. But who cares, you know? I don't think we need a Minecraft killer. I think we just need a game that's as good, you know? Let's put a like broken down wagon right here. Let's ditch the top, actually. We'll just sink it into the ground like it's been here for a few weeks or months. Yeah, it's too steep. I love when there's like sand in the back of the wagon. It looks really good. And then we'll put, maybe the grass is too much, but we'll fix that. Like a wagon wheel on the ground here. Unfortunately, these are probably going to have to be swapped out with blueprints, because I think eventually you're going to be able to pick up wagon wheels and put them back on your wagon, and that will be important. And then we'll just do, we'll drag a POI out, and then we'll grab a random item spawner, and we'll put like 1, 2 things in the back of the wagon. These have like an 80% chance to show up, so there's a 20% chance that there's nothing there. Then we grab this and make these movable, and then we grab these and we right click, attach, point of interest, hide that, make sure everything hides. Oh, update actors first. Okay, everything's good. And then let's call this abandoned wagon, I guess, is fine. Oh, we need to make these a biome. Select that one and select this one. These are going to be plains. Oh, you know what? I wonder if the other POIs don't have the right thing set up. They don't. These are all forest. I wonder if they were not working because of that. Essentially, Riot wanted to rebuild it and attempted to by hiring all the contractors. That failed, and they canned all the contractors. Yep. Yeah. I don't know. I'm kind of torn. Part of me understands why why Riot wanted to rebuild it. I'm sure it's built. I'm sure the foundation is not exactly the most solid for the game, but we all know that Minecraft isn't either, or wasn't anyway. And I think that the Hytale team, first of all, I'm pretty certain I heard that they had already had over 1 million pre-orders in the game before it launched, and I just have this feeling that they made a lot more money after it launched because it's all over YouTube, it's all over Twitch, it's been streamed everywhere. Like, I'm sure a lot of people have been like, oh, this is better than I thought it was going to be, I'm going to pick it up too. I bought it, and then I bought it for my wife, or then she bought it, I guess. And I have a feeling Abby will be buying it soon too, if she doesn't just play my wife's copy, depending on if she gets, if Janet can play or not. So I'm sure that more sales have come through that have since that. So if they have millions and millions and the game is just growing and growing, then there's a chance that they can just, refactor a lot of their old code or whatever if they need to. And then just do a major update. Hopefully it doesn't like break everything, but if it does, this is early access. I think everyone understands, like, we might lose our stuff. Who cares? Hey, what's up, Paxian? Welcome in. Okay, there's another POI there. Let's do, and I kind of want to just like grab this POI and just like duplicate it. I wonder if I could just duplicate it and all this. Would you think all the stuff will go with it? Nope. No point doing that then. All right, so there's 2 on that route already. Let's just put one here. Abandoned wagons are just like the easiest way to do the POIs, so we're just gonna do that. Let's put this one out in the field a little bit though, so it's more of like I want players to see it but not be able to like reach it right away. Oh, I forgot something. Hang on. I knew there was one more thing I was waiting to do over here. I just wanted some of that grass to not be sticking through. Good enough. Anyway, I don't know. It might be a waste of time trying to learn like block bench and like modeling for Hytale and everything. I just think right now is like, if I want to get into it, this is the time to do it, rather than waiting until it's like the mod scene is like completely saturated and there's nothing else to make. Because that's kind of the problem with it, is like there's already so much stuff in the game. It already feels so good. Like, I mean, there's a lot of potential for mods, but like it's gonna be like the mods that are really gonna take over are gonna be the big ones, like the big mods that like overhaul a lot of stuff, not little things like there's already like a furniture pack like mod on the marketplace that like just adds a bunch of furniture. So while I think right now that like 3 or 4 more of those packs would be fine, like mod packs would be fine, but we're probably gonna be stepping on each other's toes if we do that. And it's very much like lowest hanging fruit too, which I don't really mind. Like, I will do the lowest hanging fruit. That doesn't bother me. All right, we're just gonna throw a couple of random items in here. Just put 3 in. Let's put them up in the air so when they spawn with collisions, they just fall and they don't end up falling through the ground. And then we'll do a wagon wheel as well. Anyway, I'm tempted to play some Hytale on stream today. I was going to on Tuesday, but I decided not to because I'd already put a bunch of time in and I didn't want to like start there like on stream. But today, if I start, I'll be starting fresh on Magrion's server, or I guess whatever his name, Galavy's server. So maybe it's a good time to start fresh, or a good time to stream it if I'm gonna start fresh. We'll see. Okay, let's grab our static meshes, make them movable so we can attach them. It's honestly really stupid we have to make it movable. I wonder if I can change that to static, or back to static after the fact. I feel like I missed one. Oh, I didn't put the PUI in. Actually, let's just open this really quick. And I'm gonna build that tool, and I'm also gonna fix this issue. We're just gonna start this as planes, so I don't have to override it for these ones. What's up, Bacon Guy? It's going well. I'm gonna build a quick little tool. We're gonna make a sphere collision. And then we're gonna make custom event here. We're gonna call grab nearby actors. We can kind of just do, we're just doing this right here. But we're gonna do get their sphere collision. We're gonna do get overlapping actors. I wonder if we should get components. Nah, it's fine. Maybe we should actually, because if I do components, then I can just do static mesh components. Nah, it's fine. We're just gonna plug this in here, and then we're gonna go and do a cast to static mesh actor. We should do set movable, set, what is this called? Set mobility. Can we do that? Yes. Set mobility to movable. And then we attach. And then if we're a different kind of actor, it's probably going to be an NPC or the random item spawner or a wagon. Let's just do this. Let's do cast. Actually, let's do not equals. Let's do get class. Get actor class. We're gonna do not equal. We'll have a couple of these. I think 3 should be plenty. Or let's do this. Let's do ignore ignored actor classes, and then we'll put in the tooltip here. This ignores these classes when auto-populating the POI actors using the sphere collision. And we're going to call this actor class, make it an array, compile, we'll do contains. We're going to do this before we cast. Oops, a caps lock. I miss my my like my Node Graph Assistant plugin. Every single time I've worked like for someone else, like doing contract work, I've not been able to use Node Graph Assistant. I feel like I could probably use it here. It wouldn't be a problem. I'm sure Worka wouldn't have a problem if I installed it. But what's up, Worka? Speaking of the devil, welcome in. But you guys didn't get much done yesterday, so feeling a bit behind. Oh yeah, I noticed there wasn't a poll last night or this morning. I was really surprised, but don't worry about it, man. It's cool. We got time. I mean, you don't. I don't think you have a tight deadline yet. I think you're still gonna wait 2 weeks for the Steam page to go live anyway. So you got time. I mean, that should be marketing time, but still. Anyway, I'm sure we could use Node Graph Assistant, but it's just not worth turning it on. And the last time I worked with Ryu on his game for doing contract work, I couldn't use it because it was causing a crash for some reason. I think just in the latest version it had an issue. Autosave. Okay. And then if this is not a static mesh component, we can just add this actor. So we'll just grab this guy here. I wonder if we should also like print what they all are. Nah, it's fine. We'll just test it. Okay, that should work. Oh, we need to attach it too. Let's attach them all. We're just I'm just making a little like helper function for the POIs just so I can set them up easier, because yeah, it's working just fine. Just when I do it, I have to go through and grab all the static meshes one at a time and then turn their mobility to movable, because I wanted them attached so I can move the POI. And then I have to grab everything, including them, and then right click and attach them to the POI. And then they're all attached. Oh, this one's not even attached yet. I haven't done that yet. So I have to set that up, and then I have to update actors and then click this debug button to make sure like everything is attached correctly. And I was like, I could probably just build a sphere around this and click one button and have it do all of that for me. And then it just test it and make sure it worked. And then I can do things, I can still add it manually like I've been doing it if I want to, but then it'll just save me time. So I can just drop in the items I want, drop a POI in, click a button, and it just sets it up and works. So I'm just doing that real quick. I figured it'll save me, 20 minutes of time in the end after I put in like 50 POIs. So nothing too crazy. We are going to attach actor to actor. Is that how that works in here? I think it is, right? Yeah. This is going to be self. Keep relative on everything should be correct. Okay, that should be it. It would be nice. You could technically not even do this, just do this and then call that function, but it's fine. Okay, let's test it. So, oh, we need the sphere collision in here though. Let's just make it like this big, and then we can scale it manually if we need to. Yeah, and that's already big enough, so that should work. Pretty much everything should be within those bounds anyway. Cool, that should hit everything. Oh, one more thing. Call an editor. Okay. Grab nearby actors, boom, and then debug. That did not work at all. Why did that not work? I don't know why that's not working. This, I guess this might have had to be like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know why it's not working. And I don't know if it's time. I don't know if it's worth like trying to fix it. I don't think. I think there's obviously something just fundamentally like that does not work. Trying to do this, like I can't do this in the editor for some reason. I always wanted to use Node Graph Assistant, but I work inside way too many different projects for that. Yeah, and once you get used to it, it is kind of annoying. I think you just install it to your engine, though you can like turn it on whenever you want. It is nice if you're even if you're working in multiple places, you can turn it on locally. It's just you can't check out the project file when you turn it on, and then it also takes a restart, and that's like the worst part for me is like even if I have it like and I can use it, I often forget about it until I'm like deep into work, and then I'm like, oh yeah, I need to turn that thing on, but I don't want to restart right now, so I'll just do it later, and then that happens like 3 or 4 times in a row. Okay, well this isn't working. I don't know why. I guess it's not printing, it's not doing anything. It's hitting here, and then there's like, it's not finding any overlapping actors, which I find hard to believe. It overlaps everything, so it should be hitting everything. I don't know what's wrong. Just out of curiosity, I'm gonna this will print right here, right? Even that's not printing. I don't get it. Why would that not print? Okay, we're gonna spend like 5 minutes on this. If we can't get it working in 5 minutes, we're not worrying about it anymore. Runs a weird editor world context that has a bunch of gotchas. Will trigger print strings? No, or at least not reliably the way you expect. Okay. Because print string is a gameplay debug tool. Okay, I guess that checks out. You might see in the output log. Okay, let's look at the output log. That's not it. What's this under? Tools. Debug. Is it the message log? It is just a message log, right? Is there there's a print to log? Log string? I did not know that was a thing. But where is the log? Is it not just message log? It is, right? Welcome back, golfer. Collision isn't initialized in the editor. Oh, got it. What I do is get the world, POS, and radius of the sphere in pipe. Oh, okay. Into a sphere overlap actors node. I guess I could also do a sphere trace, but I don't know. That sounds like a pain. Can you do a multi-sphere trace that's just the same size as the sphere? Hey. What are you barking at? Leave it. Come here. Sorry, guys. Good girl. What are you barking at? Are you good? There's someone outside? You're all good. Anyway, I don't know. This probably isn't worth the effort then. Yeah, so I can't do a collision. Yeah, that's a good point. What is a sphere overlap actors? Ah, okay. All right. So let's do this then. Let's go back here. Oop. Locks, leave it. Let's put this back to 1. Scale this up to about the same size. We're going a little bigger. 400. We're going to do get actor location. I'm an idiot. I just realized I deleted the for each loop, not this. I meant to delete that. God, this is a mess. I guess we'll keep this for now. Got it. Print string doesn't work though. Window developer tools, not under debug, I guess. Oh, right there. Output log. That's what I was looking for. Okay, and now let's just double check. Sphere radius is good. We can do object types too, which that doesn't really save us anything at all. We can do actors to ignore, which is nice. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Okay, and then we do our prints. We'll log that one. Get actor of class. There we go. Okay, so this one should work then. Oh, wait. What do you want? Oh. We also probably need pawn just in case. So it kind of does everything, but we have filters. Okay, let's save everything just in case. We'll save our map. This kind of stuff sometimes crashes. We grabbed the everything. Wait, what happened? I don't think I can control Z. Shelf. Relative location was a bad idea. It moved things way far away. I should have done keep world. Okay, on the bright side, everything is still here and attached and I can move it. Let's move it all back. Oh, I'm blind. Under the ground. Now we're above the ground. I don't know where it was. It's fine. I think we were right here, actually. Okay, let's go fix the relative thing. I didn't put anything in the ignored classes. That's why. I'm an idiot. We want to ignore landscape. And we want to ignore instanced foliage actor. I think that's it. Okay. Keep world. Keep world. Keep world. I knew I should have changed those. I thought about it and then I was like, no, relative should be fine because it'll just keep the same location. No. Okay, I think that'll work now. Let's try it again. Ready? Oh, wait. Delete that. Push it again. Okay, add it all in here. It added the POI. It added itself. Okay, so we need to ignore self. Make array. I'm surprised it did that. Oh, I guess it's an array. It didn't attach itself, but it did add itself to a thing. Okay. And then trigger volume. We need to not do that either. That was supposed to be pawn. Trigger volume. What else did it add that we don't want it to add? Wagon wheel, item spawner. Okay, that's everything. Let's just delete it all. Look it again. Tumbleweed zone. Damn it. This is gonna be annoying. This might be better to have a whitelist of actors. Let's change this to a whitelist. Let's only accept static mesh actors. Okay. I don't think we have like a base NPC. We have an NPC actor. I don't know if that's our base. Hey, worker, are you still here? I think he said BRB. Yeah, so he might not be back. Let's just do pawn, I guess. Hopefully it inherits from pawn. And then we'll do static mesh actor, and then we'll do random item spawner. And then we'll do one more, which is the wagon debug. And we'll probably have to do oxen too. But for now, it's fine. Okay, let's delete this and try again. Wagon wheel, random item spawner, beautiful. Cool, all right, that worked. Awesome. And now these should be all attached. Yep. Cool, that's easy. Now we have that, that'll be easier to set these up. Okay, there goes half an hour. Let's go build another one. At least on the bright side, like these are gonna be easier to build now, so that's good. Let's build one in here. Let's just do like a little campfire maybe. And maybe some like dudes sitting around it. Let's do log. Static mesh. This is two brothers. Two brothers against the Oregon Trail. Two brothers and their quest to find Oregon. That's what we're doing here. Then we'll give them some supplies. Oh, I guess right now we're looking for pawns. We need to grab static or skeletal meshes too. Two brothers. I don't know why that's funny to me. Okay. Let's do whitelist, and we'll add one more. This is gonna be a skeletal mesh. This is probably good anyway, so we can grab things like they can have like horses and stuff like that, or whatever we want. Okay, grab nearby. Boom. We did not grab the skeletal mesh. Why? That's fine, because we can just grab them manually. I wrote two brother. I wrote two brothers. Cool. And then we'll just paint out some dirt for them. Cool. It'll be fun when those are like set up and I can go through and like add like dialogue and stuff to them. I'm afraid that Work is not going to get around to that before I am done, and I might not be able to come back and like do that, so might not happen. Let's do like, let's put like one lady over here, and have her be like, I'm just, oh no no no, I screwed up. Control Z, please go back, please. Damn it, what did I just do? How do I fix this? Oh, no. Why can I not Control Z that? Is this an RVT issue, or is this because I accidentally set all of our foliage to have the same material? What did I do? No, not all the foliage, just this section. Okay, maybe it actually did Control Z and we just need to like update the landscape. Yes. Is that it? Did I fix it all? Oh my god, that's so dumb. That was so dumb. Try again. Yeah, it's dumb I'm not getting skeletal meshes. Oh, you know what? I might have done skeletal mesh. Something. Not actor. Nope, I did do skeletal mesh actor. How is this not a skeletal mesh actor right here? Skeletal mesh actor. Must just be a collision issue or something? I don't know. Anyway, whatever. We can get rid of these log strings. Also, now that I think about this, cool. Make sure this is working. Good. She's hiding from the lightning under the tree. And she'll say something like, my mom always told me that if you get stuck out in a storm, just hide under a tree to get out of the rain. Which is the worst advice, in case you didn't understand that. Alright, let's put a POI down here. We'll put a crashed wagon or something. See how much easier these are to make now? I kind of just drop it in. Click the button. They're all in there. Double check it. Good to go. And paint some dirt in. Cool. I'm gonna be done with these in, I don't know, another 15-20 minutes maybe. And then we can go back to the desert and keep making our trail. I'd love to do like a little POI shop over here. Honestly, maybe we would put like a shop like a little more of an obvious spot. Let's do here. Let's do our debug wagon. You can steal the wagon from the shopkeeper. And then we'll put some, I guess like we'll put like a table out. Then we need a, let's get out of this. Let's go grab a dude. He's got a little shop here. We should have a tent. And then some crates and barrels. Oh, what happened? Studio Lissy raiding with party of 7. Welcome in, Studio Lissy. How was your stream? We got kicked out of our studio. Can we crash here? Yeah, why not? The more the merrier, I guess. I don't remember if bedrolls are an item you need or you can get. I don't think they are. Let's put a little campfire here. And what if we put some tombstones out right here? Maybe his wife died here. I don't know. Let's not put a tombstone there. We should do a little graveyard though. That'd be kind of cool. We'll put a flour sack or something. Anyway, hi guys, welcome in. I'm Kindred. I'm the artist. I made all this art except for the environment art. I didn't do that. I am the artist and level designer for. I'm a contracted artist and level designer for a game called Trail and Error. Sorry, not my game. I forget the name of it all the time. We've only been working on this about a month. It's almost finished. I'm just contracted to do the art, and then I'm pretty much washing my hands of it, which is kind of nice. But yeah, this is the game. It's a friend slot multiplayer game that kind of mixes like old school Oregon Trail with RV there yet. So you and your friends jump on a wagon or multiple wagons and are trekking across America trying to get to Oregon from the East Coast. Stream was good, mostly just sketched out some rough ideas for a fake magazine logo. That's cool. For a game? I assume. That's fun. Loving the term friend slop. Yeah. I feel like if a developer's like embracing it, then it's fine, you know. I'm gonna change my code here a little bit. We're gonna do get radius. We'll get scaled radius, but hopefully we don't need it. We're gonna plug that in here, and then I can change the scale of this guy. Nope. This. And I can scale it up to encompass larger areas, and it should work. Okay. Let's add some POIs in here, or some items in here, I mean. I don't know if we have a solution for how this works yet. We'll just throw like 3 items on here. Probably make sure that we don't sell money, because that would be kind of silly. So money bag, eat that. Oh, right, I forgot I can't do that. That's so dumb. Bandage, clothing, food, medicine, a rope. That's probably fine. This guy's just selling some random junk. Let's scale his table down a little bit. Okay. Oh yeah, and then we need to set these 3 items. 2 requires purchase. Oh yeah, there's no trading post. We need to make a trading post to do this. And then I don't even know if they need to actually be inside the trading post. It's supposed to apply a safe zone, but I wonder, like, what if we just remove this? Would this crash, or would it just not do anything? Whatever, we'll just make it a safe zone. I know, let's just make it under the ground. Shunk. And we'll call this POI shop _ planes. Hopefully that works. Ta-da! Let's rename this. Cool. Hopefully that works. It can be a safe zone. Also put money bags. Also, the money bags have to be able to go into that trading zone sphere. Oh, right. Okay, never mind then. We can't cheat it. That's fine. I mean, it can be a safe zone. Just, it's a good spot to rest, I guess. Should we go into the path a little bit so if players just stop on the trail? We'll go a little bigger so players can, like, they won't heal in a safe zone, right? You just won't take more damage or get sick, right? There's no healing. Okay, cool. Here again, but also reading up on state trees. Oh, fun. Are you looking at the snake and bison? Oh. This point, oh, you know what? This point of interest is also going to grab the trading post, which I wanted to. So we need to add it manually. Because if this point of interest doesn't load, we should remove the trading post. Also, can we get a Can you make me a generic NPC worker so I can swap out for all these POIs? It doesn't need to have dialogue yet. We can just whatever. Or if you want, no, never mind. I don't want to do that. I was gonna say I can set up the dialogue for you if you want. I don't mind setting up like the dialogue array or whatever in there and like setting up the logic for it, but I don't want to build a UI. Mostly just because I don't think I can match your UI. Like, I think it'll look better if you do it. But if you want to like do that, I don't mind hooking up the logic for it. But I would just like to have like the NPC in there, even if it doesn't do anything yet, just so I don't have to keep putting skeletal meshes in. And then in the future, we can go swap out the mesh and swap and then add in dialogue, whatever. That's fine. The general store NPC. Okay. I'll use that from now on. We'll swap them out right now. Oh. General goods NPC. I'm surprised you didn't make one like NPC actor that they all inherit from, which has the correct mesh setup, so you don't have to set them up manually on all these. Or maybe you do and it's just a C++ class and it's not doesn't show up in here. But yeah, that's fine. This guy's also not going to have to delete this first. There we go. NPC actors. Okay, yeah. All right. That's yep. I just don't want him to look like this because I'm too visual. Okay, let's paint some grass out. Let's actually double check this point if it's just worked. But yes, that's better than nothing. Thank you for that. I just don't have to go back through every single point of interest through the whole game and be like, oh yeah, there's an NPC here that doesn't work. Here's one here. It would be nice if he had like a big tent or something over the top of this. And it'd be cool if we had a sign here, but our signs don't work, so I gotta... Oh yeah, I forgot I gotta fix those signs too. I gotta make signs. I just keep thinking more and more things that are on my list that I keep forgetting about. Is that wagon one of the drivable classes? So 100% steel is wagon. 100% it is, yes. Yes, of course it is. Any wagon that should be drivable, I'm putting in as drivable. Yeah, like... you just walk up and you're like, yeah, I'm not gonna buy any of your stuff, but... yoink. I think eventually like it'd be a really funny update to like give like shopkeepers guns and let players just steal things. Like if you walk up to like a shop item and you don't have the money for it over, it could just say steal, and then it just like lets you steal it and you don't pay any money. But then the shopkeeper like actively shoots you. Like I think that would be like very Spelunky. Like they just chase you for like, I don't know, a minute or 2 minutes or something like that. Just keep trying to shoot you. I have to add oxen to the POI in the future because I am going to. That's fine. That's fine. We can go through and tweak all that. I can also set up the debug wagons to spawn the oxen at like runtime or something, but I think it'd probably be better just to add them because, yeah, I think the oxen being a separate thing is going to be better anyway. I think that'll be really nice. Just double checking again to make sure everything's all working, and it is. Okay, good. I think that's already 5 POIs in the plains, and I think we're gonna do like 2 or 3 more. We've got one here. This is two brothers, and then we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's do... I kind of want to put one in this like little maze of stuff over here. Let's just do like a broken down wagon right here, I guess. I'm too picky sometimes. My brain, I was thinking random item spawner, and then I dropped a POI instead. And I was like, how did that just happen? We'll just put 3 items in this one. Landscape. Click our button. Hide it all. Name it. I'm only naming them just so like we have an idea of what they are, so we don't like, yeah, I don't know. They really don't need names. It was just a random thing I threw it on. All right, had the stream up, but gonna mute, so ping me on Discord with any questions. Gonna watch these stage 3 videos. Fair enough. Did I name this one? Nope. I guess that shop isn't kind of a bad spot. We should have put that shop like over here. No, I guess it doesn't matter. Whatever. It's in a bad spot because there's not really any difficulty after this, other than maybe some more bison right here. But I don't think so. I think once you're here, like you're kind of just in the clear. You're just avoiding the storm. I think the bison are all going to be in this section here and right here. And along here. Either way, it's fine. Cool. Let's. I think that's it. I don't think there's any other places. I guess we could do a POI up here. This is kind of like ripe for one. Let's put 2 wagons up here. Like there was a. Honestly, when we have the oxen in, it'll be really cool because we can put like 2 wagon. We can put like a wagon up here with that oxen. So if you have like 2 oxen, you could like detach one of your oxen and take this wagon. Let's put one of these out here. Another one over here. Let's put a, well, we'll drop some items in first. Cool. Perfect. Should we take the top off of one of these? Be kind of nice if the top was off. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Well, it doesn't matter. Don't worry about it. Okay, cool. I think we're good. I don't think there's any other places we need POIs. We could put some more in if we want to later. And like Workus can put like as many as he wants in too after the fact. Like we could put like little things in, like there's like, you know, a little spot over here or whatever. Like you could do that kind of stuff. Let's do one over here. We need to, let's actually, we gotta remember to do make these ones desert. If we don't change them, then they will end up being shuffled in the wrong group, and then we might not get enough in one area. I want to put gravestones in here, not the blueprint one, just static mesh gravestone. I want to do like little graveyard looking thing over here. We could just put like, actually, let's just put 2 gravestones. Hello? We'll just put like random items in front of them, like someone's like left these on their grave. It'd be really funny if it's both like medicine bottles with like whiskey bottles. Let's put a hat. Every time I move something, Unreal has to like chunk for a second, like pause and then like be like, okay, cool, I can go there. It's very annoying. I don't know. Gravestones. I was trying to think of a clever name. Doesn't matter. Okay. We could keep doing POIs here, but I think we should finish up the trail in this area instead. Wonder if players are even gonna like notice those over there. We need to do foliage in this whole area too, so we'll decorate that all out with nice foliage. I will say I think the route up here is pretty boring and we need some more stuff in the way here. Let's do it once just to make sure we're on the same path here. Let's save everything because I have this feeling we're gonna crash when we test this. But I want to know if we're gonna crash or not. Plus, it wouldn't be bad to have a restart every once in a while, especially when we're doing level design stuff, because it does start to kill my VRAM. Now I'm using F because I've been using playing hightail. So this part is already kind of tough enough. I already flipped the wagon one time going through here, so I don't think we need to do anything crazy there. Maybe we could put some rocks or something in, but and this area is fine. We can have a little bit of a reprieve right here, but I think like right around here we should start adding something. I think this is the spot where we can go left, yeah, and go around. I like that route so far. I think that route's probably pretty good. And well, it's not finished yet. We need to finish it, but so far I don't think we need any more obstacles on that route. But this one, this might be challenging enough as it is, but nah, this route's too easy. I don't know. I mean, it's not crazy, but it's too easy. Honestly, maybe just like putting some like, maybe you just need some enemies around it. Maybe it's not that big of a deal. Some like snakes. And then this section is a pain in the ass, but doable. The trick is you go past it, and then you back up. Oh, and you don't do that. That's the other trick. Oh, there's the crash. Okay, we're still crashing. I think work could probably turn down the rate at which we get diseases, but it seems like we're still crashing. So that's fine. We need to do God mode still. Okay, we're in. It is noon, and Jana and Quinn are still asleep. Okay, so I think this section, fine. Maybe we even put like, I don't know, we'll do some foliage or something. Maybe the foliage will kind of like add a little bit of extra pizzazz to it, because it's kind of boring right now, but I think the foliage will help. I want to put, I almost think players might be able to get up here, but then like, who cares? I guess. Where are they gonna go? You know? They're gonna end up just driving off a cliff somewhere. Might be able to get down here. I think we need to like, we're gonna have to block in all these edges. Because right now I'm just afraid there's too many places where players can just like wander off and then fall off the map. And I mean, we can just put a kill zone down if that happens, but I don't want that sort of immersion breaking occurring. Not on my watch. That's fine. Let's just yeah, I don't know. There's like a waterfall that goes into nothing here. I think this is supposed to be water right here. Maybe we just add another water card. Let's just grab like one of these guys. Let's go here. Just grab one of these guys. This is just gonna go to nothing. I think that's fine. Maybe we do this actually. Let's have it go to nothing, but like at least be like a little bit of a cave. Throw a POI in there, I guess, if we wanted to. I don't think players are ever going to find their way over there, but that's fine. Okay, that blocks that area out or off. They're not going to get up here unless they like climb, I guess, physically. In which case, let's block this one off. If they get in here, they get in here. That's fine. I don't think they're going to get out of here. If they do, they do. They could potentially get up here and go up this hill, which goes to nowhere. So we can block that off with another one of these, I guess. That's fine. We need another one of these. We could also just sculpt a train up here, I guess. That's fine. We'll just do a few of these. And then I think this area, actually, this is all open and you can get in here. So all this just needs to have like the train sculpted up. So we'll do that. Wrong level here. Let's go flatten. Mountains layer. Oh, we're on the wrong. Did I not just select that? No. Sculpt layer. Hey, Haven, thanks for the follow. Sorry about the ad that's about to pop in. We're just gonna, oops, not do that. We're gonna do this, but then we're gonna try not to do weird things. Okay. Just completely covered up that thing. I want to funnel players out of this into a transition area, and also we need a river. I think we'll just have the river right here. We might have to add a little bit more terrain here, and then we'll just have the river, and then we'll just transition right into the mountain area. We'll see. We'll see what happens here. For now, let's just block players off though, so they're not just escaping. All right, let's go into our sculpt brush. Let's turn our size down a little bit. Just kind of add a little bit of detail in here. All right, I don't know if we even want players getting back into that area or not. I think we just block that off too. But the problem is, if we block that area off and then players fall into it, they like cruise over here and they fall off into this thing and we have it blocked off, then they're dead. They're stuck there. And that's not the end of the world, but I don't really like that. Let's just not block it off. Let's clean it up a little bit, but then at least then players can get out. That works. I think they can get up around here. Oh, and yeah, this is how we're gonna get out of this oasis right here. It's going up and around here, which means this whole area over here needs to be blocked off as well. And if they fall off that part, that's a problem. So I guess we're just gonna have to go like this. I don't think there's going to be a way out of here, though. Oh, maybe not. Maybe there will be. I don't even know if I care if there's a way out. You know? Like, we really need to just block this off so players can't get over here. Okay, let's make this look a little better, and then we'll... So players are going to be on this route right here. So they'll be looking out here, and they're going to see what is clearly broken terrain. Because this cliff has a good view, but it has too good of a view. So we could either, yeah, they're going to go right out here. So they'll be able to see all of this. Looks pretty bad. I think we might just push these mountains together more or add new ones. Maybe we'll just make a new mountain right here and scale it down. This area over here sucks. Landscape mode. Forest. Okay, good. Smooth this out. And then we're gonna add one of these. Okay, it cleans that part up. I might want to do this in a couple other places over here like this. Just to give like the illusion of depth, you know, so it doesn't look like it's just like over. What? Where were we? here. I just don't want it to look like there's nothing beyond this. That's better, I guess. Maybe just a little more detail out there. All right. I guess that's fine. I know players are gonna come find a way around here to go out on this rock. I don't like that. Let's do... Okay, that breaks that up a lot. Okay, and this section over here sucks too. This is like the worst part about this. Is like I wouldn't have designed this in a way that like made this so open if I built this manually. If that makes sense. I like all those pieces out here, but we need terrain out there if we're gonna do that. You can see right there. Cool. So let's grab just these guys again. This is the exit actually. These are fine. Hi guys, good morning.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Hey buddy, sorry. Oh, how you feeling this morning? He's had a bit of a cold. You want to say hi to everyone?
Yeah.
Can you say hello? Can you talk in here? Say hi, chat.
Hi, Chat.
Good job. Then you sleep good?
Yeah.
Good. I missed you. Leaving? Goodbye. Say bye, chat. Let's just like alternate these actually. I just want to break up the shape a little bit, you know, so it's not just, and I also want it to like feel like it extends past here. You know, let's just grab all these pieces that are just like laying over here doing nothing. Try to reuse them right here. Hey, Bacon Guy, thanks for the follow. Alright, this is looking better. It's a better... Uh-oh. You can see right over the edge right here. Really, you make this so difficult. Good enough, I think. Where's our big flat pieces? Let's just grab one of these guys. Problem solved. We're gonna have to make like a canyon. This like one last canyon right here. That's gonna probably be red rock, and then we'll oh, we need the river, so we'll probably. I want to transition into the mountain before the river, but it's fine. Maybe for this river, we should actually have it two rivers, like it splits, like it's you know, it's like a split river. Like that could be kind of cool. This mountain also might need to be moved back in that direction, because I think when we get down here, we have to put. Yeah, this is going to be a pain. So we have to put another level in here. In fact, let's just do it now before we get too crazy. Demo mountain. It's not called Mountain. It's demo Snow Pines. Copy here. I'm gonna make a copy so if I break something in it, then I have it back up. I call this one backup because I was doing some dumb things, but I need to rename it. Okay, now we're gonna drop it in. And now our weather is suddenly all messed up. Our mountain is sitting in the middle of our place here. Okay, I actually think that this map is too small. The desert was quite a bit bigger than it needed to be, but I think this map might be a little bit too small. And we might scale it a little. What's up, Mateus? How are you doing today? But, see all this foliage on here? I don't want to lose this foliage this time, because I don't want to have to paint all this foliage on. So we have to try to figure out a way to move it all without losing the foliage. Gonna move it over here. We gotta get rid of this ocean too. Let's just do that now. Honestly, maybe the ocean is not a bad idea to have like on the outside of the map, so we have a boundary. The problem with the ocean is, what did I just delete? The problem with the ocean is that it doesn't make sense. Uh-oh. What is happening? Stylized skylight. Delete that. Shit. What did we do? That was the wrong sky I deleted. But it broke something. Okay, so we have a sky that is got some massive fog going on. And the second we get like further than like 20 feet away from something, we can't see it anymore. That's this sky. Also have wind. If I delete it though, it's like we've lost something. We broke something. Something is definitely very wrong. Let's remove this map again and add it again and see if that fixes things. It does not. We broke something. Okay, let's restart. Don't save. So, question, did you notice that the deer animations are all rotated 90 degrees from its static pose? I think I know why. At some point, I want to say it was the ox. I imported the skeletal mesh and I had to rotate it by 90 degrees because it was broken. So the ox was lined up correctly. Like obviously I rigged it to the skeleton that I exported out of the assets we were using for the animations. But what happened is somehow when I imported the mesh, it was 90 degrees from the animations that were in there. So I added a 90-degree rotation and that fixed it. And then I have changed that rotation back to 0 at least a dozen times now. And for some reason, it just keeps going back to the 90. So I think when I imported the deer, it has a 90 degree on it. You can try doing it. Well, I'll do it real quick. Let me look at it and just see if I can fix it. If it's easy to fix, you might be able to fix it yourself. If you go to your deer mesh, we open it up, we might be able to, yeah, so it should be on X, not Y. We do re-import with dialog. There should be a rotation right here. Yeah, so just hit that and then import. There it is. So that's how you fix it, Worka. I don't know if that's, I actually don't know if you can do it because you might not have the file, right? Like locally. So I might have to do it and then check it out. I can push this now if you want. I don't have the files externally to re-import. Yeah, I that's what I was worried about. Let me see if I can check it out. Yeah, I can. Okay, I'll just push this right now. 1 sec. This come back on. Oh, wrong button. Sorry. I don't want to check this in or this in or this in yet. I guess I'm pushing some bison stuff too. Fixed deer rotation and updated POI with some. Okay. Okay, that's pushed. So hopefully you can just pull that. I think you can just, maybe it doesn't work in here, but I think you can just right click and do like get changes or something on that one item and it should work. Oh, sync, and it should just update it for you immediately, but maybe not. So hopefully you don't have to like close everything down and pull. Main thing is that the animations face the same direction that the static pose is, but honestly, it probably isn't that big of a deal. Yeah, I agree. But it shouldn't matter because those animations will be playing all the time. The only time that would be a problem is if we actually had like the deer static at some point. So yeah, I mean, technically it shouldn't matter, but it should have been done right anyway. The only reason I didn't notice that is because I bet when I brought the deer in and I checked the animations, I didn't pull the skeletal mesh in and drop animations on it. I probably just grabbed the deer like animations and just dragged them in. And I was like, cool, they look good. Oh, look, it's wrong anyway. How is this happening? There's something wrong with the pack that we're using for these animations. There's something wrong with them. I've never had these issues before, ever. It's really weird. Okay, let me push that again. Sorry, man. This is why I need to double check my work before I push it, I guess. Okay, and I don't want to mess with any of this level, so let's just open the trail map and save selected. What I say every time I work on my game? Yeah. You need to re-import the anims too? No. The animations should be fine. So the thing is, I opened up the folder, right, that has all the source files in it for this pack. I brought the skeletal meshes into my project, modeled or took my deer, scaled it up to their animations and everything, or scaled their whatever, and then I brought that skeletal mesh, exported it out into the project. Then I imported the animations. For some reason, and I cannot figure it out because I've froze transforms, deleted history, done everything I possibly could to get rid of whatever rotation is on my mesh. When I bring my mesh back into the engine, it's rotated differently than the skeletal mesh was that I aligned it with. And I don't know if that's a rotation, like a weird rotation thing that's like saved on the skeletal mesh that I'm importing into Maya that is not imported when I import it into Unreal Engine. Like maybe there's a rotation like history on there, something that's not imported, but it is imported when you bring it into Maya. I don't know. I think it's an issue with their thing, not my thing, but I could be wrong. It could easily be my thing and I just don't know what I'm doing. Whatever it is, it's a very annoying to work with. But that should fix it. They're all facing the right way now, it looks like. So sorry about that. Importing it with a rotation is typically not the best fix either, but I honestly I tried for like an hour to import and re-import, like delete the file, re-import the file. I tried everything with the Oxen and could not figure out why the rotations were wrong. So I finally just imported it with that 90 degrees and it fixed it, which is sort of what is broken here. So yeah, hopefully it works. Again, like technically, I don't think it's going to be a problem since we're only ever showing the deer while playing those animations, so it shouldn't change anything. But you never know. So I'd rather just be done the right way. If we're still running into issues, if that rotation for some reason causes more issues, I will find the solution and fix it. So. Okay. Anyway. All of our POIs are still in here. Yes. Okay, good. We didn't lose any work. Okay. All right. Let's bring the mountain back in again and attempt this one more time. Shall we? Okay. So we do have weather going on. Let's try this. We're going to go over here and do show only in current level. And we're in the trail map mountain level. So everything in here is the trail map. There's a debug bug in here. Sure is. That's fine. We'll leave it there. Okay. Vegetation. That's all fine. What is drifting vegetation? Oh, this is like leaves falling. That's cute. That's cool. Okay. What we want to do is get rid of the... Weird, we have drifting fantasy particles. And that's different than the vegetation. Anyway, we have 2 point lights. Where are these at? Oh, okay. I guess that's fine. We can leave point lights. These guys need to go, right? That breaks everything. That's okay. And then we need to get rid of our sky. I don't know why I didn't see the sky. Get rid of that rope. Okay, skylight. Hopefully that didn't break everything. Okay, good. Looks good. And then where's this water? Okay, we want to get rid of this water. Or just move this water. Maybe the water is fine, actually. Maybe the water stays and we just move it over to the edge. Because, I mean, we're in Oregon past this, right? So maybe it makes sense you can see the ocean here. So like we'll leave the water like right there-ish. You'll still see some mountain ranges. We're not fully... What is this guy? We're not like fully out of on the coast yet, but I guess we could. I guess that could be kind of cool if you just come down like the hill, the mountains, and you're just like on the beach. That's like your victory location. You made it to the ocean. Okay, now we need to figure out how to move this whole thing, including the foliage. Should we fix the RVT first? Should we fix it after we move it? I guess let's save. Add break time. Yeah, if we lose all this foliage, it's gonna suck, because, I mean, some of it's gonna be changed anyway, but like getting through, it's fine, I guess. Okay. So the way to move this is to open up this thing. Then I think we're just gonna manually move it and hope to God that all of our trees and everything stay there. So if we move it like 50,000. Where did it end up? Not very far. I wonder if this didn't move, but all of our foliage is there. Okay, let's Control Z. Uh-oh, that didn't work. Okay, but our foliage is on it. That's good. All of it, right? We're not like a bunch of floating trees or anything. Sometimes we have like random floating trees that show up in other locations. This is also going to mess with our water. That's okay. All right, so 50,000 in that direction was wrong. Let's go back to 0 and see if this actually puts it where it should be. Okay, so we want to go in Y. We want to go negative 150,000. Negative 200,000. Where we end up this time. Okay, we're under the mountain. 250,000. Looks like foliage is still all here. See, I did this with the other map, and all the foliage disappeared off the desert. That's why we have no foliage on it now. And I struggled to try to make it stay, and I could not, so I gave up on it. Okay, we're very close. We just want to move it down now. So let's go 20,000. $45,000. Let's add another. Okay. Let's go a little more. Let's go 52. $64. Very close right there. We have a river here. And then you come out of the river and you're in a pine forest. Does it make sense to have the desert right next to the pine forest? Absolutely not. There should probably be like another like plains biome in between these, but it's fine. Who cares? It's a video game. No, I didn't feed her. Okay, I'm happy with that. We're gonna have to extend out this. Actually, our water can come back, and this might solve everything. No, because we don't want water. Right, like we don't want water. Do we? We don't want ocean. No, this isn't gonna solve. This is not gonna do anything. We can put it out here, I guess, just so you can see it in the distance, but I don't think you will. I guess it'll be nice to having water out there. Let's not though. Let's just do another mountain. It'll be fine. Right. You'd rather just see mountains around you. Maybe, I don't know. Finishing this up and like getting these to connect is gonna be tricky. Tricky. Especially without having water in here, it's gonna be weird. But yeah, this is, I guess we go down here and this is pretty much the end. We can extend this out a little more, I guess, if we want. Unless we could have like, we could like, you know what? I like where we're at. I want to try one more thing though. What if? Oh, you can't scale it. That kind of sucks. I was kind of hoping that we could scale the whole thing. I guess we could try just grabbing everything in here. I don't know if we can scale the instance foliage actor. We can try. Let's try it. Let's not scale it. I want to do these because I want to like scale the locations. Should all just be static mesh. Do we dare try it? What? I just did a control click on that. Thank you, Unreal. Unreal just like lagged on me. Try it again. Just select everything. And you get rid of the cameras. We're gonna try not to scale the mesh. I think the foliage will just kind of like spread out evenly. I have a feeling this isn't gonna work though, which is fine. Okay, try again. Control, click. Okay, ready? Actually, let's do this too. There we go. That did not work at all. Everything scaled at random proportions. In fact, looks like the landscape didn't scale at all. Why? Why is the landscape not scaling? I know you can scale landscape. All the foliage is moving. If I just grab the landscape, does that not work? Yeah, you can scale the landscape too. But that breaks everything else. Foliage stays. We would just need a lot more foliage. Not worth it. All those rocks need to be there. I don't know, man. I don't know, but I think it's lunchtime. I think I'm gonna go get some lunch, take a break for a minute. And when we come back, or when I come back, I will consider how I want to handle this. Maybe we just, you know, maybe we just build the route here, so you just have to kind of hit everything. So it's just going to be, I mean, we just got to make the route really, really tricky. And then we'll just kind of like move it around. So you, like you're winding through the whole thing. Like we could have it start here. We could like wind the player up maybe this way. Maybe like kind of block off this. No. We can go up this way. Wind back. Go back up this way. Maybe we go this way. Wind back down. And then back up again. And then up through here. This little switchback. Get up to the top. Maybe block off this way. So you have to go left. There's like a super treacherous like bridge or something that goes down into this section. You go down here, go back, go down this hill, go all the way around. And we get to like here-ish. We build a path. We're back in the wilderness here, and we build our make our way back up into the mountains again. Maybe we switch back this way, go up this thing. We have this crazy treacherous like mountain paths up here. Build all the way up here to get here. So now we went from like, oh, we already been up here though. Maybe we switch back and go up this way. Go up here, build up to the top of the mountain. Maybe get up here, cross over, and then we like maybe go down this crazy hill here. And then there's another like, maybe there's some more treacherous mountains here. Go all the way down. And then we get to here, and then we finally finish up. And we like go down to this section maybe. Maybe we even like finish over here. Like we finish like right next to where we started, and players just don't even notice. No, I think we should finish over here. I think it'd be cool if we finish down here, cross one more river, and then like there's like this would be cool if this was the last river crossing, right? And then you like go back, go up this little hill right here. But I think this would be cool if we just built like this bigger and made like a big hill, and then you like climb one last final hill and like wind around or whatever, and then you're there. What's up, Oob? You're right on the tail end of the stream, about ready to go get lunch. Yeah, I think we can just build a cool like windy route through this last one that's like goes all the way through the mountains. Lots of like chasms and bridges you're crossing over. I love the idea of like switching back and like at one point you're like going under like an arch or something, or like a bridge or something, and then like 10 minutes later you're like wrapped around and like going over the top of it, so but you don't even notice, you know, like this section right here. I think you go through here the first time, or you go, you know, you go back up around it and go through it, and then that winds you back around somewhere, and you end up at the top of the mountain somewhere, somehow. Yeah, I don't know. You like go up through this way or something, and then you're back at the top, and then you go over it again. That'd be really cool. Anyway, Klaus Fragments, thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. Welcome in. But yeah, bad news. I think I'm gonna go get some lunch before I start tackling this trail. There's gotta be, I think Worker wants one more river at the end of this route. So we might have to find a place for the river too. I do think we can just throw it at the bottom here. We're just gonna have to extend this out, build some hills, whatever, you know, build some like mountainous hills, whatever that you can't get through. It shouldn't be too bad. We might be moving a bunch of these mountains though, which sucks because like we kind of need them for these areas. Oh, what's this guy doing here? Did this guy just get moved or something? I don't know what that was doing there. But this all looks fine. You can get out here and this all looks fine. Yeah, I think we're good. I don't know where that came from. Okay. Oh, you know what? It was probably in this level. I bet it was in this level. It's just like a distant mountain. There might even be more of them that we missed. There's not. But we do have this random guy over here. whatever these things are. Oh, these are just things that need to be here, but I have in the wrong level. Okay, let's I'm mostly happy with that level or that area, I guess. I just think it could be a little bigger. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. If we start building it and it ends up being too small, then we'll extend it out. Maybe we build it into like 2 mountain passes. Maybe we have like this one, and this one's pretty easy to get over, and then we build another mountain pass up here, and we just like make our own version of it. Nuh-uh. Yeah-huh. Sorry, Oob. Alright, saving up. Let's go. Let's get out of here. I'm not going to raid anyone unless Worka's live for some reason. I don't think he is. He is not. Okay. Alright, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. Appreciate it. Thanks for the subscriptions and the follows. I'll be back Tuesday. Hopefully this is mostly wrapped up by then. I think I'm going to try to wrap this up this weekend. There might be a few more things here and there we need to work on, knock out next week. But I think for the most part, we'll probably be starting back working on Swords of Magic next week. That's the plan anyway. I think we might be working on a bunch of modeling. I think we might focus on modeling, or maybe we'll do the calendar system. I don't know. Well, either the calendar system or some Kickstarter awards will be the first update. Maybe we'll pile them together in one update. Who knows? But we'll get that out soon. Once the calendar system goes in, you guys can start enjoying Frostfall on your own game time, which will be really awesome. I'm excited about that. Yeah. We're probably not going to do a ton of random events on the calendar or even have like a calendar other than just to show you what day it is right now. But we'll see what happens. Anyway, cool. All right, wrapping up. You guys have a good one. Enjoy your weekend. Play some Hightail. Yeah. Talk to you later. Bye.